Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Cleveland Browns and the Miami Dolphins. Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And boy, a rough start to this one as this kick goes out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 45 on second down, Rodgers. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. And this is caught. I think you got that with one hand. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
But we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. It's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 9-yard line.
And again, it's Rodgers. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down, brings up 4th.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with. Defensive backs blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Sanders' kick is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
First down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll drop to throw. That one is caught by Hunt. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Boy, once you get Kareem Hunt in the open field, look out. He's got speed to burn, and he showed off the wheels on that one.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. Find open space, let him run, and big things can happen, and they did right there.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The 22 more yards there and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Try and run for it on 1st and goal. Yeah, the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. Try to run with Hunt. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham there to make the grab. And the Browns have taken the lead. And the QB rating right now sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. But I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the
right. That's
mark.
the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
Their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. He'll take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Following the interception, Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. Play fake. Mayfield. Flush. And he is going to go down. They sack him. On the final play of the first quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Dolphins 3.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. From the gun, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And here he's got Grant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
For a Miami Dolphin. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That one was tipped in the air and became almost a 50-50 ball. No one came up with it, so it turned into an incompletion. But remember, on the previous drive, he threw an interception. I think that one almost caused well, not almost. I think that one caused a mental flashback for everyone. Threw the pick before. Could this turn into a second one? And how would that alter the game for him?
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now the man from Kentucky, this is Lynn Bowden. Stops short of the 25, and that 2nd effort got him a couple extra. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
That's out to the left and complete. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
At the 19-yard line.
They run with Bowden. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Now left side on the swing pass. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Jadeveon Clowney able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down.
A 45-yard attempt.
And now they're not going to get the kickoff in time. And that will make this a more difficult prospect. So that'll back them up 5. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. Center's kick is good. And that'll bring them back within 4. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
They're on 24-yard line.
First down throw for Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
They go play action. Mayfield. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing. Mayfield. Flushed out right. Going deep here for Landry. And he fires one that's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. He got out of the pocket there. Was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling. His receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts
2 yards
as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
4-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
What a waste of time.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Browns drive about to get started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Browns.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Fielded in the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On second down, Mayfield again. And seeing nowhere to throw, he checks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On third down, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his second touchdown of the night. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the final tally, as told by Next Gen Stats, he hit 21.5 miles per hour. Whoa.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On play action, it's Rodgers. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. He's going to let this one go deep and almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he finds a man on a crossing route.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On the ground, it's Broden.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, last drive they went 3 and out.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
Complete.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 15-yard line.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down. From the 9, 2nd and 5. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down, Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Let's go!
Odell Beckham saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Browns add on to their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Browns 27, Dolphins 6.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time.
Greedy Williams picks it off.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They run again with Hunt. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
And the Browns' 1st down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Here's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. He finds Beckham complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their security deposit back.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action, now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Being chased out left. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They get this out quickly to the left side. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now on first down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line. And these guys, they're normally anchors of that spot. And they don't often get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center and the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Incomplete. Greedy Williams on the coverage.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. One final try now for Rodgers. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. The Browns going to roll on as we say so.